everyone. I'm not really sure how this video is gonna go, but I want you guys to kind of know what's going on my mind, and not even what's going on in my mind, more like how does my mind work, which I'm still trying to figure out. And one of the biggest things I want to grow as a person is to figure out what's going on in my mind. And I've been trying to do this by, going to doctors or analyzing little details. Everyone knows, if anyone knows me, I like details. Even with my art, I'm very detailed with my art. Every dot is there for like a meaning. If anyone wants to compliment me and it's someone I know, I like when they tell me little details, as in, I miss the way your fingers looked when you were holding a cigarette, or I remember the way you chew when you'd have an ice cream, or something like that, something small like that. But what goes on in my mind isn't something that I like very much, and it's something that gets me very frustrated. And when I'm in a bad state of mind, in a really bad headspace, I just start hating not even myself, but I started hating my mind. I used to think that hating your body more is worse than hating your mind, and now that I hate my mind so much, I realize that it pretty much really sucks. You hate your body and everyone gets to see it. You can't just, you could hide away inside, but people can see your body. But I hate my mind because the only people who can see it, or who can try to even understand it the slightest, is myself. And I hate my mind because I'm in love with things that I shouldn't be. I'm addicted to things that I shouldn't be. I'm addicted to hurting myself, being self-destructive, whether it's quitting a job, or smoking a cigarette, or slicing my skin, or not wanting to eat when I'm sad, sleeping without a blanket when it's cold. That's how I like to be self-destructive. Taking a really fucking hot shower. It's just how I want to clean myself out, basically. It sucks that that's something that I actually enjoy doing, and that's something that I'm also addicted to. Another reason why I hate my mind is that I like the forbidden, and by that I mean I like to be with people that I'm not supposed to be with. Whether it's people who are double my age, or people that my best friend had drama with, or seeing my ex's brother, or having sex with my best friend's mate. Knowing that it's forbidden, and that even though I'm not in a relationship, that is what I do. And I'm not using people. Honestly, now I'm trying to back myself up and say that I'm not a bad person, but I'm not using people because I'm not in a relationship with them. It's just that I see the positive side in people, and I see the best in people. So I legit can meet the meanest person you can think of, and I will see them as a beautiful person just because I'm able to look through their flaws. And when I see their flaws, or I see something, whether they're being mean or violent, I see it as something way deeper than it should be. I'm over analytical. That's another reason why I hate my mind. I'm over analytical because I analyze silly things. And it's good to analyze things, but I analyze things too much, and then they start backfiring on me. And Blair's always telling me to stop analyzing things so much, but I can't help but do it. I analyze the way people carry themselves, if they have their shoulders back or if they're head high. I analyze the way people sit. I analyze the way people move their eyes when they're eating, whether they stare right at their food and keep their head down, or if they look around. And it's frustrating because of my fear, which I talked about in another video, of forgetting things. I'm constantly trying to remember all these things. So all the data in my head is adding up, and it's constant ticking. It's constant ticking, and I've been having a lot of food issues ever since I really fell into that community on Instagram. I've never had food issues before that, but I guess I was kind of brainwashed into it. So I'm constantly thinking, when is the next time I'm going to eat, and when is the next time I'm going to have a drink? And when I'm eating, I'm like, when's the next time I'm going to eat? What am I going to eat next? What have I eaten today? By the end of the day, I'm lying in bed, I'm thinking, what did I eat today? When did I eat it? What time did I eat? What was the portion? Did I have any leftovers? and I try to think about all the nutrients, if I had enough fiber, if I had enough protein, and the thing about it is that I'm not even doing that because I want to be healthy. I hate my mind because I want to be healthy, but I'm not doing anything about it. I hate my mind because the second I talk to my father, I shut down as a person. He'll ask me, hey, how are you going? My day was all good, but when he talks to me, I shut down. I say, hey, Dad, how are you doing? I'm good. How was your day? It's good. And as much as I love him, and as much as I love him and as much as he loves me, I can't help but shut down. It's something that I can't help to do. It's like I can't help but love the forbidden. I can't help but feel the way I do. That's another reason why I hate my mind, because I'm unable to control a lot of the things that I do. I like the fact that I'm able to verbalize and be articulate and speak eloquently about my feelings, because I'm able to actually understand them more than a lot of people can. But when I don't understand something, I'm very confused about it, and it frustrates me. I get into a bad state of mind when I don't understand the way I'm feeling. I'm feeling a sense of ambivalence, which I want a direct feeling. I want to be able to put it on paper and explain to someone that this is the way I feel. But when I don't know the way I feel, I get very frustrated. I feel like I'm losing control. When I feel like I'm losing control, I self-harm. And then when I self-harm, I feel bad because I feel like I'm losing control, so then I self-harm again. And then I feel bad because I feel like I'm losing control, so I self-harm again. This endless cycle of this mind wanting to self-destruct, wanting to be in a different world and seeing different dimensions. I hate my mind because the second something goes wrong and something goes bad, and mainly when it's with my parents, I visualize myself jumping out of a window. You know, that sounds really dramatic, but I legit visualize myself. I look out to a window and I visualize myself jumping out of it. It's the way I escaped. I was sexually used without my permission the first time I was on a drug, and to release my mind from my body, I turned my head while I was lying on the table and I looked out the window. And for the whole time it was happening, I wasn't moving. But I looked out the window. So now it's my way of escaping. So every time something goes bad, the first thing I think about is jumping out of a window. And that isn't even the way I want to kill myself or have myself killed, because it's not very pretty. I hate that I want to live my life in a movie, that my mind wants me to live life like I'm in a movie. So what I do is I leave at the most unexpected times, because I'm a temporary person. So I leave when everything's perfect. I leave things perfect, and then I forget about them so they don't bother me. I don't stay with people too long. I'm a temporary person. I can drop people really fast. If someone's being toxic to me, even though I've been best friends with them for years, I can drop them very easily because there are 7 billion people out in the world. I know I'm able to make friends. I'm a people person, but it sucks because the longer you're with someone, the longer they get to know you and they start to understand your mindset as well. They help you understand your mindset through just talking to you. And they analyze you too. Even the most introverts, the people who don't talk the most, they do analyze you, and you realize that they do. But I just keep cutting them off because I'm afraid. And I hate my mind because I'm afraid of so many things, and I'm afraid of not being able to breathe, yet I keep smoking. I'm afraid I'm not gonna be able to live, but I keep hurting myself. I'm afraid I'm not gonna have any money, but I keep spending. I'm afraid I'm gonna lose all my friends, but I keep hurting them. I'm afraid that all the people who support me will not be here anymore, that I keep pushing people away, and it really sucks to be in my mind. I used to think it sucks to be in my skin. I still hate being in my skin and my body. But I always thought I could rely on my mind because I always thought my mind was a beautiful thing. Only now did I realize how absolutely horrible it is to have a mind like mine, and how much my mind just doesn't want to be with me. It just wants me to go away. And I don't know where my mind will go once I'm gone.